What's up, good people? Y'all thought I forgot about you, huh? I didn't forget about you, man. Who was that checking in? Redbone checking in. Brown girl checking in. What up with you? Bree, my niece, what's up with you? Checking in. How y'all doing, man? Welcome to episode 25 of Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will. Before we get into the subject, you know I do a couple of commercial breaks. But before we do anything, let's take time out and give shout out to my sponsors, Arrowhead Water. Thank Arrowhead Water for sponsoring both of my television shows. Each and every Tuesday and Wednesday, you can catch Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will at 7 o'clock Pacific Time, live on Facebook and Instagram, as well as each and every Wednesday. You can catch Storytime by the Fireplace with Memphis Will and special celebrity guests, sometimes by myself, sometimes with guests. That's also at 7 o'clock live on Facebook and Instagram. And Arrowhead Water sponsors both shows, so shout out to Arrowhead Water. They don't do it yet, but I'm believing in it, and I'm speaking into existence. I don't got nothing to lose. All right. Representing Memphis today, University of Memphis Tiger, former football player. Anyway, hopefully you guys had an amazing weekend, man. My weekend was a blessing. One of my oldest brothers, which is number 3, Nick, him and his wife Frances, surprised me, flew into town. Somebody picked him up from the airport a few hours from now. And so I was able to do that, and we did the Hollywood tour bus, which is something I've never done. I've been here 15 years. I ain't never did the Hollywood tour bus. So I was fortunate to hang out with them and do the Hollywood tour bus and show them around. They was able to meet their nephew for the first time, which is my son. Unfortunately, my daughter was out of town. But I had a show Friday and Saturday, which they attended both shows, an amazing time. Asked me to use my Mustang when I was asleep, though. So he got me with that, because I ended up letting them use the ride. But that ain't going to ever happen again. So all you Clarks and out there, all my nieces and nephews and brothers and aunties, man, feel free to visit. I got all the food. I got the roof over your head, but you're going to need a rental car, because ain't nobody driving my car again. It's an amazing time, man. What I got coming up this week? This week I got a show Friday in Carson, California again, which I'm usually going to be there every Saturday until these next 2 Saturdays. This Saturday I'm doing another show. And then next Saturday, Phoenix, Arizona, May 1st. Coming your way, I got 2 shows, man. I got 3 shows on May 1st. I got one virtual show, which you guys can join in on at 6 o'clock with the Delta Sigma Thetas from the Inglewood chapter. That will be virtual. You can check out the flyer for that. And then I'll be live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm doing an 8 o'clock show and a 10 o'clock show. You can check the flyer for detail for that. Filming 2 comedy shows. But anyway, so this Saturday got to put in some work. This Sunday got to put in some work. But anyway, I'm excited about the episode tonight. But let me give you my social media before I jump into the episode tonight. Make sure you follow my Facebook, my TikTok, and my YouTube under Memphis Will. So subscribe to my YouTube page, click the notification button, and when you do that, you help me speak my sponsors to existence. So that's Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok is just Memphis Will. My Instagram and Twitter is at the Memphis Will. That's TheMemphis Will. That's Instagram and Twitter. I will be posting all the social media to this very video once I'm done talking. Once the spirit is finished talking, I will upload it to this video so you can go back if I say my social media too fast for you. Now, let's jump into tonight's episode, man. I'm very excited. For the people who first time tuning in, Bathroom Talk is a show where around 6:58, 6:59, I ask God to bless me with a subject, and then the spirit just takes over and we break down the subject, hoping that you guys blessed by it. But remember, read it for yourself. Some stuff I may quote that's in the Bible. Some stuff I may quote that's not in the Bible. It's just your spirit taking over. It's out of my control. So self-read for yourself. You know, self-approof is the best thing. But Bathroom Talk and Storytime by the Fireplace is 2 shows based on helping motivate you guys, keeping you guys inspired and filled up with inspiration, but most important, giving God the glory. That's the whole point in doing both shows. So with that being said, man, tonight makes episode 25, which means 24 episodes has already been filmed. That means you can go to any of my social media outlets and rewatch each episode and the different subjects God gave me and the breakdown of how we broke down that subject. I think you'll definitely be blessed by it. Storytime at the Fireplace, tomorrow will be episode 15, which means 14 episodes is already done and up on the social media platform, so you can go back and watch any of these videos. Now, let's jump right into it. Thank y'all for tuning in to Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will, episode 25. 5. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tonight's subject I'm very excited about. I think if you receive this subject, it can definitely be a blessing in your life. Tonight's subject, guys, is about stop giving powerless people your power. Let me say that again. Stop giving powerless people your power. Let me say it for the third time. The Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, I want you to make sure you get it, because we do it in relationships. We do it in marriages. We do it at the job. We do it in friendships. We do it with strangers. In every aspect of our life, we got a bad habit of releasing our power and giving it to powerless people. So stop giving powerless people our power. Because you can have all the power in the world, but if you have gave your power to somebody that's powerless, you have just made yourself less than. So God bless you to have a certain level of power, and through you following and being obedient and stand within the pace of the gift and the talent of what God gave you, you just become that much more powerful. And then you lose all your power because you have gave it to somebody that's powerless. See, people that powerless people are people who don't have any power. Powerless people are people who don't have a drive. Powerless people are people who don't have motivation. Powerless people are people that's not inspired by anything. Powerless people is people that don't want to see other people win. Powerless people is the people that discourage you. Powerless people is the people that's hating on you. Powerless people is the people that's trying to critique you. These are all powerless people, and the reason why they do everything that I just named is because they have no power. So they spend their lives chasing the people with power, trying to get their power from them, trying to time in and get you to share some of your power with them. These are people that are draining because they have no power. And when a person don't have no power, quite naturally they're going to go to somebody that got the power. Why? Because they're interested in your power. And the ones who got power, we so busy trying to help everybody. We so busy doing everything but making sure we maintain our own power. It's very important you maintain your own power. What's happening is we are surrounding ourselves with powerless people. Well, no matter how much power you got, if you got somebody pulling you this way, pulling you this way, pulling you that way, pulling you this way, pulling you that way, eventually you're not going to have any power left. Because you got everybody eating up off of your power. And you're giving your power to powerless people, to powerless sources, to powerless circumstances. And a lot of times we complain so much about what people are doing to us, but we don't realize we're doing it to ourselves. See, it's not about that bad relationship or bad marriage or bad business deal that you did, because a bad relationship happens. Bad marriages happen. Bad business deals happen. It's not about that deal or that person being bad. You know what it really is about? You allowed that man, that husband, that wife, that girlfriend, that boyfriend, you gave them your power. You allowed them to drain your power. So it's not about the guy. It's not about the woman that hurt you. Not about the man that hurt you. It's about, let's get back to the bottom. You gave them the power to do that. You gave them the power to hurt you. You gave them the power to do that. It's not that the business deal, besides it going terrible, you allowed that business partner to screw you over because you gave them the power. Stop giving people your power. Now, a lot of y'all don't even know what power is. Let me explain power so you can understand what you are already reserving without even knowing that you are reserving this good power. Power is, if you got the power to love somebody, that's power. If you got the power to give something to somebody, that's power. You got the power to uplift somebody, that's power. You got the power to encourage somebody, that's power. You got the power to help people when you don't have it yourself. That's power. You got the power to stand up and speak for people who can't speak for themselves. You got the power to take your resources and share with other people. You got the power to don't mind talking about God when nobody else want to talk about him. See, all these things are power. You got the power to listen. See, a person who listens usually is a person that comes up with the best solution. That takes power to do that. A person not listening, how they going to come up with a solution when they haven't even heard the issues? Or if a person is pretending to be listening but waiting on you to finish talking so they can tell you a solution. That's not even real listening. And there's no power. The power is being able to be quiet and listen to a person talk. And give it a few days so you can come up with a solution before you respond back to them. So, what am I saying is, most of you all, including myself, everybody has natural power. Everybody has a natural power about themselves. But the problem is, we take our natural power that we have about ourselves. Like, I'm a naturally positive person. I'm naturally high on life. That's power for me to have. But what happens is, powerless people will come and try to snatch my power. And if I'm not careful, I will give my power to them. See, a powerless person will come and see that, okay, he's empowered with positive energy. He's empowered with thinking at a high frequency. He's empowered with high vibration. He surrounds himself with positive people. But people who are powerless, they want that power. So they're going to do everything they can to get to me, to snatch my power from me. Well, Memphis, how can they snatch my power from me? I'm a positive person. I'm high on life. I'm just excited about things. I'm always looking at the positive outlook of things. I take something negative and see what can I learn from it to flip it. See, that's power I got within myself. God gave me that power. But if I get distracted, I give my power to a powerless person. And the powerless people will come in my life and try to make me justify why I see something positive. Try to make me justify why am I thinking at a high vibration, and will try to bring me down to see their reality of their perception instead of then I ignore the fact God said walk by faith and not by sight. So it's not about what you're seeing that you should respond to. Your reaction should not respond to your eyesight, because God said walk by faith, not by sight. So your reaction should be respond to your faith, not by your eyesight. That means when you react to something, you're not reacting to what your eyes see. You're reacting to your faith, metaphorically thinking, meaning you're trying to manifest a dream, you're trying to manifest a marriage, trying to manifest a relationship. You're doing this thing by faith, not by sight. Because sight might show you as no good man. Sight might show you as no good wife. Sight might show you as not a good business plan. There's no good people to do business with. There's nothing to invest in. That's what sight might show you for your surroundings. But your faith is going to bring you a good investor. Your faith is going to bring you a good husband. Your faith is going to bring you a good wife. So you go by faith and not by sight. That's your power. And so since I have that power, powerless people will come and try to snatch my power from me and make me think I don't have that power. So if I'm just happy and excited and I'm at work, it's going to be somebody at work. Somebody at work is going to be envy and jealous just because you're happy. Because they're having a rough time in their life. They don't want to see no smile and laugh on your face. But the fact of the matter is they don't know. You could very well be having a time rougher than theirs. But you just know how to cope. And therefore, since you know how to cope, your response is different from how they respond. So you're not letting what you go through tie you down. You're still going to work with a smile on your face. That's power. But the powerless coworker, the powerless supervisor, the powerless outside person will come and make you feel the way they feeling because you happy. And they sad. And they negative. So they don't want you to be happy. So what do? Walk right up to you. Why are you so happy? Like, what's going on in your life that got you so happy? And you thinking they asking just to hear why you're so happy. But no, they're asking to see how can they attack whatever it is you're happy about so you can give away your power. In other words, let's just say I go to work. I'm happy. Somebody said, hey, man, why are you so happy today? And let's just say if I was married, for example. Oh, man, I woke up, my wife cooked a beautiful breakfast, man. She left me a little note on my dashboard telling me to have a good day at work. And that got me feeling real good. You know what I mean? I feel happy about that. You know what the powerless person say? So what they trying to say? Maybe she cheating on you. What? What you mean she cheating on me? Well, Has she ever put a note on your dashboard? Have she ever cooked you your favorite breakfast in the morning? I'm just saying, it may not be what it seems. You know what I'm saying? You need to double check that, because it's like, if she happy, you might not be the one making her happy. You understand what I'm saying? And now I done went from sitting on the top of the mountain of joy that the person I was married or dating cooked me breakfast and left a little note on my dashboard car saying, have a great day, have an amazing week. Now my happiness went from here to here. Why? Because I gave my power to a powerless person that saw me from across the room smiling, saw the glow on my head, saw me feeling good, saw I'm walking good, I'm smelling good, and they did not like it. Because they didn't have a power, because they're in a bad space in their life. They're in a bad mood mentally. So they took time out to come all the way across the way to interrupt your happiness. And we can't stop them from coming across the room to attempt to interrupt our happiness. But what we can control is the power that we got by not giving them our power. How do you not give them your power? Say, when a person come, I'm a role player for you. Remember I told you, this is how you give a person your power. I come in the office, I'm happy. Breakfast cooked for me, a note on the dashboard saying have an amazing day, I'm happy. That's my power. This is how somebody comes over, a powerless person come over, try to take my power, because they start feeding me negative things. First thing they say is, what am I happy about? Here I am thinking they're engaging in the conversation, but they're engaging with a motive. They're engaging to bring my high down. So in other words, they say, well, why are you happy? I tell them why I'm happy. Oh, my wife, if I was married, my wife cooked me breakfast. My wife left me a note on the dashboard. That's why I'm happy. And then they turn around and they start attacking it. Oh, she probably seeing somebody else. Oh, she probably just trying to make sure you really feeling good, so you don't know what it is she really doing. When you go to work, they're going to start saying all these negative things. Now, only way I'm going to give my power up if I start actually considering the stuff they saying. And if I start engaging back what they're saying, maybe you got a point, man. Now they done made you insecure. Now instead of you appreciating the letter that your wife or husband put on the dashboard, now you questioning it. You questioning their good thing that they did for you to feel good. Now you like, why did you leave a note on my dashboard? Who else you seeing? And what made you cook breakfast? Are you trying to apologize for something? Do you feel guilty about something? We just gave our power to a powerless person. And now that powerless person have made you change the dynamic to the energy of your marriage or your relationship. Because now you're going home because you gave your power away to a powerless person. Now you done lost your power of joy. Now you going home fussing and angry and insecure, making your household a storm. Well, how did your household become a storm? Easy. Because you just gave your power away to a powerless person. Now this is how it's supposed to go. You get your breakfast cooked. You got a note on the dashboard. You get to work. You feeling good. You got to go on your head. That powerless person walk up. Hey, man, what you so happy about? Oh, man, my wife cooked breakfast for me. My wife left me a note on the dashboard. It got me feeling really good. And then the first thing that negative person going to say is, well, maybe she trying to tell you something. Listen, she ain't trying to tell me nothing about how much she loved me. And if you start doing right by whoever you dated, maybe they'll cook you breakfast. Maybe they'll put something on your dashboard and leave you a note. But I'm not concerned with my wife cheating. I'm not concerned with the accusing and the allegations you're trying to come up with my wife. My wife cooked for me because she loves me and appreciates me. My wife left a note on the dashboard telling me to have an amazing week, and I'm feeling good, and she got me feeling good enough to where I'm going to feel good all week long. As a matter of fact, since she cooked breakfast, I'm going to take off work a little bit early, and I'm going to go home and cook her dinner. And I'm going to put a note on her dashboard telling her thank you for the note that she gave me earlier. See, I maintain my power. And now what that negative person got to do, that's powerless, they got to fleek, get away from me. Because they saw I did not allow their energy and their negative mindset come and affect my joy, come and affect my power. I didn't let that happen. And so, very important, guys, when you got yourself power, stop sharing your power with powerless people. Powerless people have one assignment, to bring you down. That's the only thing a powerless person want to do. Their one assignment and their one objective, their one motive is to bring you down. And they come in different forms. They come in all shapes and sizes. Powerless people, that is. Because not only is it a such thing as powerless people, but it is a such thing as powerless things. Some of y'all are letting powerless things take your power. So when I say powerless, I don't want you just to have a mindset of a person. There's plenty of powerless people, but the thing about a powerless person is they're easy to identify. How? Listen to what they're saying. A powerless person is never talking about nothing encouraging, never uplifting you, never saying I love you, never doing nothing for nobody, never helping nobody. A powerless person, only thing a powerless person do is speak negative, think negative, act negative, and be negative all day. So stop giving your power to powerless people. Stand on your power. Own your power. And how do you own your power? Keeping that positive energy. Not allowing somebody to come and distract you with their negative thoughts and their negative statements and their negative opinions. See, a lot of time, people, you give your power away by your reaction. See, let me give you an example. Let's just say, well, you know, I do stand-up comedy for a living, right? Well, let's just say I have a great set. I just stand an ovation and I'm feeling good and the crowd was blessed by the gift and talent God gave me. We all had a good time. And so I got that power in me. I'm feeling good. It's the power of joy, the power of execution, of delivering my material. And so when I come off of stage, now all of a sudden I'm approached by somebody that's either envy or jealous of the standing ovation I got. And they don't like the fact that God blessed my gift and talent to be very strong to where I was able to get a standing ovation. Everybody had joy. So somebody that's powerless or less talented and less gifted, whether it's another comedian or whether it's just a fan in the audience or words or promoter or whoever, they want to take away my excitement and my joy. So they will intentionally come over and say something negative once again because they're powerless. So they're trying to get a reaction out of me. So let's say they coming up to me, they may say, oh, that wasn't really funny. Oh, that wasn't all that. Oh, I think I heard that before, this before. And I can be a little sarcastic with them, but that's still a reaction. I can easily say, well, you know, I just made all that up. So it's impossible that you heard it. Because God blessed me to come off the top of my head whenever I want. Not to mention the material I already got. But I'm now giving them energy. Now I can't finish enjoying my standing ovation, thanking everybody for coming out. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for coming out. Why? Because my energy has just been snatched by somebody that's powerless. And now I'm having an argument with them, defending my set, defending my joy. All because they're powerless and they're coming and trying to snatch my joy. Now I done got just sidetracked. Instead of me outside thanking the people and more people following my Facebook and my social media and talking to other promoters, just trying to book me for other shows or talking to casting directors and executives. No, I'm too busy arguing with somebody that's powerless because of a statement they made to me. I allowed them to distract me. And at the end of the day, if I allowed them to distract me and I'm arguing back and forth with them, I'm giving them my power. I'm giving them my power. So how do I maintain my power? And that same scenario happen, allow me to role play it for you. Thank you, good night, I'm Memphis Will. Same person come up. Hey man, they said wasn't that funny, this and that. Okay man, that's fine, bro. But I enjoyed, the people enjoyed, that's all that count. God bless you, my brother. And I keep it moving. That person didn't get a reaction out of me. Their statement didn't make me feel less than. I ain't even received a negative energy because my mind is just locked in. I'm saying, thank you, man. Nice to meet you. Look forward to working with you. Yes, thank you. That same powerless person will probably try to come up behind me and say some more stuff, but I'm not allowing them to get my energy. See, powerless people like to do this thing called find your triggers. Powerless people like to do this thing called provoking you. So stop feeling as though you have to give people a reaction. Because, listen, if you give people a reaction according to the reaction they're giving you, you just lost your power. Because while you upstairs arguing with somebody, you could have been downstairs booking another show. You could have been downstairs getting booked for a movie. Could have been downstairs getting ready to get cast by a casting director. But no, you upstairs fighting. Why are you fighting? Because somebody powerless walked up to you and said something that you did not like. And they won because they came over there to change your energy. They came over there to make you not feel good. They came over there to snatch your power. They came over there to prevent you from being booked for a movie or a TV show or talking to a casting director. That's what they came over there for. So they accomplished their goal. I sidetracked them. He never met the casting director. He never met the director. He never met A, B, and C because I said something negative to him and I snatched his power. So they happy because they powerless. They had no power to begin with. So what am I saying to you? Stop feeling as though you have to respond or give a reaction because a powerless person have two things. They're going to try to find your triggers or they're going to try to provoke you. Either way, when they doing both of these, what triggers him? What triggers her? What can I do or say to provoke them right now? To snatch away their power. So be cautious of powerless people trying to take your power. Maintain your power. Once again, it's self-explanatory what a powerless person is. There are usually people who are just trying to snatch your energy away, either putting you down, trying to prevent you from manifesting your dream. A powerless person, conversation is all negativity vocabulary. Listen to them. Powerless people will reveal themselves to you. When you share your good news with somebody, even if you make up some good news, if you want to test out your surroundings and see how they powerless people, share some good news with them. And if they not as excited about it as you are, they powerless people. Get away from them. If they put a but in your happiness, like, man, I just did this, I just did this, yeah, that's cool, but they powerless people. Get away from them. Because these are people that refuse to allow you to be joyful and enjoy your life and whatever it is you got going on and whatever God is blessing you with. These powerless people will try to pour from that. Because remember, a powerless person do not want to see you with your power, and they definitely don't want to see you with more power than them. So stop dealing with powerless people. And most important, stop giving your power to powerless people. For the people who tuning in late don't know what power is. Power is you. Power is when you're able to help somebody. Power is when you're able to love somebody. Power is when you're able to share somebody. Power is when you're trying to do something to change the world for it to become a better place. Power is being able to say good morning without the person speaking back. See, that's power. Power is being able to ignore ignorance when people trying to provoke you or trigger you, and you're able to keep it moving. You're able to go to the job and not be distracted or sidetracked by somebody trying to make you feel negative just because you feeling good about something. You happy about something. You tell somebody something good that your wife did for you. You know what the first thing they do is try to put it down. Oh, maybe your wife doing it because she cheated. First thing you, ladies, you go to the job telling your coworkers your husband cooked and cleaned all this weekend. First thing they gonna say, instead of them saying, oh, that's fly, I wish I had a husband like that. Well, the fact is, they do wish they had a husband like that. Since they don't have a husband like that, they're gonna find a way to put your husband down so you don't feel happy. Oh, maybe he's just cleaning up because he feels guilty. He's just cleaning up because he know what he did last week. He's just cleaning up because he tricking off his money with this person and that person. Those are all powerless people. Stop giving your power to powerless people. Powerless people are never saying anything positive, even when they're trying to be nice. Why? Because they don't have the power to sustain their joy. So since they don't have the power to sustain their joy, they will do everything within their powerless self to bring down your power and drain you so y'all can all be on the same level. Now that's dealing with people. Now let's get to powerless things. Let's get to powerless things. Powerless things is something that can be an addiction. Let's just use substance use, for example. Stop giving your power to substance use. You don't let substance use dictate your life. You don't let substance use make decisions for you. Because at that point, you're giving your power to that thing that you are addicted to. And now Your addiction is making decisions for you versus you making the decision. At that point, you have lost your power. Your drug of choice has basically took over your decision making. And when you do that, you just gave away your power. Because let me tell you something. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, meth, crystal meth, and all the drinking, alcohol, Hennessy, all these things, they are powerless. You are the one pick up the marijuana and smoke it. You are the one pick up the Hennessy bottle and drink it. You are the one pick up the cigarette. You are the one, so you the one with the power. A Hennessy bottle can't make you pick a Hennessy bottle up, and a Hennessy bottle can't pick up itself. Marijuana can't jump on your lips. Cocaine can't run up your nose by itself. The only way cocaine, liquor, and alcohol and smoking, the only way this stuff can participate in your life, if you pick it up and put your hands on it and put it up your nose. Pick that bottle up and drink it. Pick that thing up and smoke it. I'm not saying you can't do your cocaine, smoke your marijuana, get your drinking on, or whatever else you desire. What I am saying is, don't give your power to it because it's powerless substance use. Don't overdo it to the point where you can't make it to work because of drinking. You can't execute your task because of smoking or feeling as though in order to be successful or to manifest some things, you have to use these substance use. I once heard the best comedian in the entire world that ever lived, Richard Pryor. I once heard Richard Pryor said he continued to do cocaine because he was under the impression that cocaine made him funny. So he said it took him a lot of years to realize he was funny without cocaine. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't allow substance use to become your decision making because once you do that, you become powerless. So stop giving your power to powerless things. So don't think when I say stop giving your power to powerless people that it's just based on people. No, you can give your power to things and become powerless. So what am I saying to you? Start maintaining your power. Start maintaining your power. When those powerless people come around and try to trigger you or provoke you, no, that's what they're trying to do. You have to see that in advance. You have to see that ahead of time. Powerless people are going to try to trigger you or provoke you. Why? To get a reaction out of you. Because once they get a reaction out of you, they know they got you. They like, got him. Oh, that person is great. Oh, that person is this and that. But all you got to say is this, and that person will snap. All you got to do is this, and I can get that person to snap. See what I'm saying? Those are powerless people. Quit allowing them to trigger you. Quit allowing them to provoke you. Start using your mindset. Don't be provoked or triggered by powerless people. Powerless people, that's what they do. They would do whatever they can to bring your joy down. They would do whatever they can to make you react in a negative way because they know once they do that, they have already won. So stop feeling as though you have to respond or give a reaction to something what somebody said. Who cares what they said? Who cares what they think? Who cares what they doing? You're not going to trigger me. You're not going to get me angry and upset. You're not going to provoke me. I'm not finna respond back to you. Just don't put your hands on me. All that other stuff we can deal with. And so start and stop letting their words make you feel less than on whatever you got going on in life. You can be excited about a business deal and ready to take the first step. You'll bump into somebody else that don't want to see you be successful. So you allow their words to stop you making progress. Oh, you want to sell snow cones? You want your own snow cone machine? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I want a snow cone machine. I want to buy a van. I got an ice maker. I got juice, and I'm going to go around to different neighborhoods, and I'm just going to sell snow cones. Powerless person. Man, that ain't going to work. It's a bunch of people selling snow cones, and nobody buying snow cones off somebody selling a van, and it ain't even safe to be in the van selling snow cones and da-da-da. Now, you done allowed that powerless person to give you their opinion, and guess what? Now, all of a sudden, you don't want to do no snow cone machine no more. You don't even want to do your idea no more. You don't even want to do your business plan no more. Why? Because you allowed that powerless person to come and snatch your power. Guess what? Your thoughts and your vision is power. So when God gives you a vision, that's power. When you try to manifest that vision, that's power because you're trying. You're putting yourself in position to be successful. But what happens is when the devil sees that you receive the vision that God gave you and you start working toward that vision, if it'll manifest that thing, remember, you don't have to chase what God got for you. God already got it for you. You just have to do your part and do the work that it takes to get to it, to manifest it, and have faith while you're doing it. The devil sees that. So what do? He round up his powerless posse. And that's usually the people that's close to you. And then he allowed them to bring their negative feedback so you can ignore the vision that God gave you. If God gave you the vision to start your own lawnmower service, this is a vision that God gave you to start your own lawnmower service. So you look at all the different equipment that you're going to need in order to have a successful lawnmower service. Here come the powerless person. Man, they got companies that's coming out, cutting everybody grass. Ain't nobody going to really hire you for that. It's really a waste of money to buy all that equipment. If anything, you should just go work for the person who already owned the equipment. You should work for the person who already doing it. Go work for somebody who already owned the equipment. They're discouraging you from the vision God gave you to start your own lawnmower service. You understand what I'm saying? God gave you a vision. That vision is power. You have started to try to activate that vision. That's power. But a powerless person come along and give you negative feedback about the vision God gave you. Why? So you don't do it. So you don't follow through. So you take that idea and put it on the shelf. Stop giving powerless people your power. Including myself, how many of us will be farther off in life had we never gave powerless people our power? We will be so far from where we are now had we not let somebody powerless come around and snatch our, make us feel discouraged about our vision, make us feel discouraged about our idea, make us not manifest what God had us working towards. And next thing you know, we back in the circle in the same bubble. Why? Because we allow powerless people to snatch that from us. And ladies and guys, how many of y'all had power before their relationship? And you saw all the signs, but in the marriage and the relationship, but you ignored all the signs. And that powerless husband, that powerless wife, that powerless boyfriend, that powerless girlfriend snatched all your power and you continue to give it to them. How many of our guys and ladies are in jail today because of their reaction of how they responded to somebody triggering them or provoking them? We got a lot of people in jail today. We even got a lot of people that's no longer with us. We got a lot of people that's buried 6 feet today because their reaction, how they responded to a powerless person triggering them or provoking them, looking for a reaction. And it cost them their lives, cost them their free time for the people in jail, cost the people their lives who got buried 6 feet, all because a powerless person came along and triggered them or provoked them. Or a powerless thing came along and became an addiction to them that causes them ultimately to lose their life or be behind bars. So not only don't give your power to powerless people, but don't give your power to powerless things. And take that with you, man. Keep your power, baby. And have a beautiful week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. Back at 7 o'clock Pacific time for Story Time by the Fireplace with Memphis Will, episode 15, each and every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you back here next Tuesday for Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will, episode 26. So again, guys, every Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm live on Facebook and Instagram at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Each and every Tuesday, Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will. And each and every Wednesday, Story Time by the Fireplace with Memphis Will. So make sure, guys, that you take with you, start keeping your power. Stop giving your power to powerless people, as well as stop giving your power to powerless things. God bless you, man. High vibration. Surround yourself with positive people, man. Show me who your friends are. I know who you get ready to become. Again, follow my Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok under Memphis Will. Subscribe to that YouTube page, Memphis Will. Click that notification button so you can get all the videos that's coming up. My Instagram and Twitter is at the Memphis Will. That's TheMemphisWill. Follow that Instagram and Twitter. That's the Memphis Will, which is the Memphis Will. TheMemphisWill. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Before we get out of here, shout out to my sponsors, Arrowhead, for sponsoring both shows. Thank you, Arrowhead Water. And if I said my social media platforms too fast for you, don't worry. I'm about to upload this video on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, everything. This video going up as soon as I turn this footage off, and then give me within 5 minutes, and I'm going to go back and put all my social media platforms. So if I said my social media platforms too fast for you, no worries. Just go right back within 5 minutes, and I'm going to have it all listed. Everybody will be writing it real fast, real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't remember absolutely nothing I said, make sure you remember this. Life is a gift from God. So make sure you utilize each and every day of your life with a little bit of love and a little bit of smile. God bless you, man. Peace out. Love you, baby. See you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Peace out. Closing our Facebook first, IG. Post now. And give me the option. And give me the option. Never did a link. Alright, AJ. IG, let me read some of y'all comments, man, because I don't get a chance to read y'all comments, bro. Don't worry about that little thing on my lip, man. Peel it off for a bit. I cut with that razor blade. Anyway, I don't like the way that shit look on my lip. Alright, guys, and look at that. Put it like that. Y'all see that little cut on my lip. Red Bone checking in. Brown Girl checking in. Keith Morris checking in. What up with you? Alicia. My boy Prince checking in. China checking in. What up with y'all? DV checking in. I am. Born checking in. What up with you? I'm trying to see the dynamics. I just went through that. Oh yeah. 30. Yes, sir. My boy checking in. What's the Be Real podcast? Be Really Real podcast. My boy Tay checking in. Chocolate Sunday checking in. What up, Chocolate Sunday? I love Chocolate Sunday, man. Chocolate Sunday is one of the reasons I'm doing this show. They post a good video of me. Love you, cuz. My boy checking in, Derek, Rose. Love you too, bro. Chocolate Sunday posted videos and got up to like 600,000, counting both videos total, and it motivated me to start doing shows and keep posting stuff. So shout out to Pookie Washington, Lauren, and that whole Chocolate Sunday crew, man. Thank y'all so much. Slunny, Lori, it's one of those. All right, thank y'all so much, man. Peace out.